Ciao, benvenuti. Good afternoon. I am Paul Bobson, Vice President of Airline Business Development for the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority. On behalf of our entire team, welcome to the inaugural flight for ITA Airways between Washington Dulles and Rome. Today, June 2nd, is especially important because it's the National Republic Day for our friends from Italy. So what better way to connect the capital of Italy to the capital of the United States than on Italy's National Day? Washington Dulles is excited to have this flight, but this flight today is actually the second of 3 inaugurals that we'll have at our airport. We had 5 yesterday, and from April through June 15th, 8 airlines, 4 of which are new entrants, like our newest partners at ITA Airways, that will launch 11 routes across our airport system. These new routes represent an additional 500,000 in annual seats for our community to be connected domestically and around the world. Prior to today's flight, Rome was our largest underserved market, meaning more tickets were booked from people flying from DC to Rome than seats were available. So we're extremely grateful for our new partners for ITA Airways for launching this important service. I hope everyone rode the Silver Line out today. We always like to talk about our newest train and the great prices that you have. $6 max fare on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So a great way to connect between Dulles and the National Capital Region. The National Capital Region also boasts one of the most affordable vacations for business travelers or for leisure travelers. Between the historic Smithsonian museums, the 76 national landmarks, and also the National Zoo, there's no place in the world but Washington, D.C. where you can go see the giant pandas for free. I also wanted to take a little bit of time to recognize our partners and everyone who's joined us here today. First, we would also like to thank Krista Westerland, our Executive Vice President and Chief Revenue Officer, for her continued support and steadfast support for connecting our community around the world. In addition, we have a great slate of representatives from ITA Airways and the local media. Pierre Calderoni, Instructional Relations Manager for ITA Airways. Simone Marchetto, International Media Officer for ITA Airways. Antella Colmone, Marketing Manager for North America for ITA Airways, and Gianni Perilito, CEO of Communications North America. Also, Radi Haffa, our great videographer from ITA Airways, and Pier Francesco Carino, the Vice President of International Sales for ITA Airways. Just before we begin our program, I just want everybody to stop and just take a big deep breath, a big smell in. You smell that? That's new plane smell. Because sitting right outside the door is a brand new A330neo from our partners at ITA Airways. And when I say brand new, our partners took delivery of this aircraft on May 26. So truly, new aircraft smell. ITA's new 330 features great business class lie flat product that's going to give all passengers a greater than 17-inch high definition screen, including Bluetooth audio. The aircraft also features premium economy and a great economy section. As Pier Francesco will tell you, when you step on that aircraft, it's like you're in Italy. Only the finest of everything, and it's truly going to be a great flight. We'd also, again, like to thank our airport partners and everyone here who's helped us. Richard Golanowski's with us with our airport manager and his team. So across the board, structures, fire, police, IT, everything that you see here to allow an event to happen at the airport, there's a great team that goes behind it. I'd also like to thank my airline business development team that I always like to say is the best team in the business, but especially Scott Cooper, who manages the ITA Airways portfolio and helped bring this service to fruition. Also, thanks you to James Marks, who's our retention manager. All the digital, all the partnership that you see here today, he helped manage. And as we like to say, butts and seats equal heads and beds, because we've got to make sure that these flights that go daily on August 1st are full moving forward. I'd also like to thank, of course, Deanne Barry, who executes our events and makes sure that they go off without a hitch. So without further ado, let's continue our program. Please allow me to introduce Krista Westerland, the Chief Revenue Officer and Executive Vice President for the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority.
Thank you, Paul, and thank all of you for joining us here for this incredible celebration of the inaugural flight of ITA Airways from Dulles International to Rome, Italy. I am honored to be joined in speaking tonight by Pier Francesco Carino, the Vice President of International Sales at ITA Airways. Round of applause. And Minister Alessandro Gonzalez, Deputy Chief of Mission from the Italian Embassy. Thank you for joining us. This new service from the capital of the United States to the capital of Italy offers comfortable and convenient nonstop service to Rome, which is the 5th most popular city in the world to visit. With so much history, architecture, and adventures to be had in Rome, it is not surprising that up until now, the demand for nonstop flights to Rome from Dulles has exceeded the number of available seats. The addition of ITA to the Dulles family increases our nonstop capacity to Rome by 200,000 seats a year. In addition, ITA's new service will provide the Washington, D.C. metro area with an economic impact of over $80 million. My congratulations to ITA, the Dulles team, and the Airline Business Development Directors who made today possible. And I also want to especially call out Deanne and Scott, who have worked tirelessly to pull this together, so thank you. And it is now my honor to welcome Minister Alessandro Gonzalez, Deputy Chief of Mission from the Italian Embassy, to share some remarks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wesson and Chris, if I may, not only for giving me the floor, but also for the outstanding collaboration and support that you gave to ITA for this very important event. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, today is a very special day for Italy. Today we celebrated the 77th anniversary of the Italian Republic, so today it's our national day. So let me start by Viva l'Italia. But it's also a very special day because we are inaugurating a new direct flight connecting our great capitals, Washington and Rome. So let me express my most sincere congratulations and appreciation, especially to Mr. Francesco Carino, Vice President International Sales of ITA Airways, for the incredible work that you and your team, the team of ITA Airways, carried out in the United States to make this achievement possible. And I would also like to stress that this flight, which connects the two institutional centers of our countries, is first of all a symbol. It's a symbol of our special bilateral relations that today Secretary of State Blinken, in a public message for the Italian National Day, defined as a deep and enduring friendship. And it is not only a symbol but an opportunity for the American citizens to admire the unique beauty of Italy, the great history and wonderful traditions, including good news, food, and for Italians to visit the United States, deepening the knowledge of this great country, the world leading nation, and exploring its diverse and extensive natural and cultural heritage. My wish is, of course, that this new route will be used by as many passengers as possible, especially on two very special occasions. First of all, in 2025, Rome will host the Jubilee, which traditionally gathers millions of visitors from all over the world, including the United States, to the capital of Italy and the Holy See. And we also hope that in 2030, Rome will host the next Universal Exposition. The candidature of Italy and of Rome is devoted to the theme People and Territories, Regeneration, Inclusion and Innovation. It is facing very strong international competition, but we are all convinced that with the support of the United States, if the United States will help us, we can absolutely make it. So let's bring together the Expo in 2030 to Rome, and I know that ITA Airways has a partnership with the Expo. We are all working for this. Our countries are connected by so many things. Certainly, first and foremost, our common values and our shared vision, but they are also linked by people. As data show, last year 3 million Americans visited Italy, spending $5 billion for tourism in my country. And more than 1 million Italians flew into the US in 2022, spending almost 3 billion euros. We have here in this country 18 million of Americans claiming, I would say proudly claiming, their Italian heritage. And we have many people traveling between the two shores of the Atlantic Ocean for different reasons, from tourism but also business. So this new route can be an incredible further boost for our relations on all aspects, including the economic relations. Our economies are growing stronger after the end of the pandemic. So this creates new paths for a relationship which has still huge potential despite the fact that it's long-standing and very solid. So I'm sure that this initiative by ITA Airways meets the expectation of all these people, including me, for better connections. Plus, we have a brand new airplane, as I heard, this Airbus A330neo, which is, by the way, dedicated to Gelindo Bordin, a very famous Italian athlete, but maybe not the most popular one. He's not Totti or Del Piero, but I'm old enough to well remember his incredible performances in the marathons, and including the marathons in New York and in Boston, so he's very much connected to the United States. And this airplane, as I understand, is the first airplane produced entirely with the new ITA Airways design. So it's a true example of innovation, technology, and efficiency. We are all excited and looking forward to board into the new flight. I hope myself I'll be able to do that soon, to go to Rome, the capital of Italy, the eternal city, and my hometown, if I may say so. So I will conclude. I don't want to delay the flight, but I want to say that we all know that all roads lead to Rome. We have a brand new, fantastic air road. So thank you very much to ITA, and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Minister. And now I'd like to invite Pier Francesco Carino, Vice President of International Sales for ITA Airways.
Grazie. Buongiorno a tutti. Good afternoon, everyone. Benvenuti. Welcome to all. Thanks a lot to Chris and the fantastic team of Dallas Airport. So thanks a lot for your support. Thanks the embassy, the minister, for the support that gave us for this great occasion. Today is the Italian National Day. It's really special for us because we choose this day as a symbol for the opening of new flight Washington to Rome. It's important, it's really a joy, the opening a new flight, and especially this one because now Italy is closer to Washington, and this is really fundamental for us. We are proud, of course, to launch this new service, and when you enter on board of the new aircraft 330, you feel already in Italy. So we are really focusing on the Made in Italy experience with three special important Italian talent. So first of all, the fashion that is inside our aircraft with Brunello Cucinelli that made our uniform of all crew. Then the interior design made by De Silva, the architect of mobility, with really a special lighting also in the aircraft. And then the gastronomy, that is a great experience thanks to our chef, Michelin star chef Vivalda. So you can really experience a made in Italy great journey. And then our aircraft, 330, we are proud to make in service for the first time here in Washington, and it's really an important symbol of our strong value, that is the sustainability. Sustainability for us, it means environmental sustainability, so with this aircraft, this new generation aircraft, with all the new fleets that we are investing, we are impacting with minus 25% less carbon emission, and at the same time less consumption, minus 25% less fuel consumption. That it means also another value of the financial sustainability. Because we want to create value, we want to, of course, be profitable. And also the new fleet, it's really allow us to invest and enlarge our long-haul routes that are very strategic for us, especially the North Atlantic one, so Washington. In few days also we will inaugurate San Francisco, and in total we are serving Italy, between Italy and US, with 122 weekly flights, so really a great offer. Today the flights is fully booked, and this is also a sign that there is really a strong demand. And then an important concept is the destination, Rome. Rome, of course, out of Washington is the destination, an important destination, the capital of Italy, but then it's also the connectivity. Rome, it's our hub, the hub of ITA Airways. So we want to also become the point of reference, the number one choice to go to all Italy via Rome, to go to all Europe via Rome, to go to all Mediterranean via Rome, because it's really strategic located, and then also it's one of the most efficient airports all over the world with 5-star Skytrax. So today we are opening Washington, Rome, but we are also opening all the ITA Airways destination, and this is really fundamental. So I would like also to thank all of you, our passenger, our partner, and a special thanks to all ITA Airways team that made this possible. So thanks a lot. Thanks also to our friend of Going to Italy, our tour operators, our agency, travel agency that made this possible. So thanks a lot, and we see on board on our aircraft. Grazie.
Thank you, Pier Francisco. We will now have a gift exchange. If the Minister and Pier Francisco and Krista could please join us.
Thank you very much. I have this proudly in my office.
Being exchanged this afternoon are aircraft models between ITA Airways and the Minister and the Airport Authority. And the Airport Authority is proud to present a coffee set to our partners that are serious about coffee, to the Minister and to Pier Francisco from ITA. So congratulations. Thank you. And now we will have the ceremonial ribbon cutting. So if our speakers could please come up, and then all of our partners from ITA Airways, if you could please join us up here, we're going to cut the ribbon.
Am I in your way?
No, as I said, we're gonna see. We might take a step.
I think you have to cruise.
Yeah, yeah. Back up.
Can we back up a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. I think back up like 5 feet. That's cool. There you go. So you know that. Everyone got your shot. Okay. Hey, Paul.
Okay, look right one more time. Here you go.
Thank you.